Hello, and welcome back to some Persona 3 Reload, specifically. Hope everyone's doing well today, hope everyone's had a good day so far. Oh, I have had a very busy morning, and it doesn't help that I started it way too early. So, see how that goes. I woke up at like midnight, struggled to try and sleep, go in and out of sleep attempts for like 3 hours, and then just gave up. Got up, did some work, and played for like the last half hour or so, but over that, getting some stuff done in here. Just going up the tower, we have gotten to our first rescue target. So we'll sort that out, get to the other rescue target, and move on from there. Also, apparently a tank. Can I use ice on the tank? No. Okay. Can I use wind on the tank? Okay. Can I shoot the tank? Not really. You probably... Okay, well that worked out well for me. Fist, lightning, or... Okay. I mean, I'll just use ice again. It did a lot of damage. But yeah, we'll try and get through the Tartarus stuff as early as we can, and then we get on to the actual gameplay again.
Now then, let's get back to...
Oh, I have been... Dude, I've been getting like all sorts. So I played a little bit of Deadlock yesterday. See what that's like. It is interesting. I can definitely tell that there's elements of the game that still need some refinement. It is a little chunky. It was a lot more chunky than I was expecting from a game from Valve. That did actually catch me a little off guard, is the fact that, like, no, you don't actually come with the fire attack, right? Yeah, I need to level you up. But it was a lot more chunky than I was expecting, yeah. Then outside of that, what else did I do yesterday? I didn't really do too much, honestly. Like, it was a fairly generic day of work. Did ad assets, did a few other concept designs, yada yada yada. Definitely at a stage where hopefully we're going to be able to commit to the idea of maybe just giving you guys the update this week or this weekend. Still very much my reaching goal at the moment of trying to just do what I can. Not a guarantee, but I do think that at this point it's probably just the case. I think I've waited too long on it, and I think the things I'm waiting on aren't worth continuing to wait on. So it's starting to aggravate me how long it's taking to get some stuff done. Have a look at this dude, and then get this. You don't look that great, do you? No.
moving.
But yeah, so that's the big like thing at the moment. I've watched a lot more South Park because I ate myself. I'm at season like 4 now of it or something. Yeah, I don't know what I think about that series.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't help that at this point in time it's almost turned into like mindless background drivel for me because I just get other stuff done while watching it. Like the last episode I watched, they basically the main cast tried to go all religious and convert the town and tell everyone that they needed to do this, otherwise they'd go to hell. And then it also had a sequence with Satan and Saddam Hussein, I think it was. As of trying to explain the plot of South Park episodes, I feel it's like a regrettable idea. I don't think anyone wins in that scenario. So, yeah, that was... So I've never figured out either fist, fire, electric, or thing. We could try electric. Probably better to try it from you. Alright, it was electric, that was the weakness. Cool. Not bad. But yeah, I did update Iron Mouse's model as well, actually, randomly. Decided to get that done. Which has... I'll show it tomorrow. It came out relatively well, but the aim is that I'm gonna be honest, the reason I did that is so I can make another version of her so it has a skin. So I can start doing the testing and experimentation with characters with skins. I think that's kind of where we need to go next. For a couple of things. It's that, the modifier amount, and then like... Because we also need to enable saving assists to the characters, because that's one thing I want to do. Like each character will have an assist assigned to them by default and stuff like that. There's one thing that I've sent. Oh, well, it's not sent yet, but it's on the to-do list, and I'm hoping the other person sees this. So at the moment, how the game handles the character list is that it is constructed and then reorganized. And they suggested reorganizing it to be alphabetical, but I have like done a lot more looking at it, and the problem is, and I did raise this concern with them at one point, is that when I add new characters, that's going to throw off the indexing. And they said, well, it's fine, we'll just make something around that. It's like, well, and I've thought on it more. It's actually just easier to add in a system that means that we don't need to accommodate that. We just inherently leave the list alone and then change it where necessary. Because currently the way that the array is sorted is fine. All it needs to do is that when it is called in a specific location, reorganize it. And I've got an example sitting there for them to work off of. I just don't know where I can get away with doing it because they've used a few hard-coded systems that makes it really difficult to tamper with. So I'll need to somehow figure out something there.
What's the plan here?
You know what? I'm actually going to Spirit Drain. Because Kirajo could use a little bit more SP. It's not like she's actually going to do anything. Because he's a lightning weak. But yeah, that will be something that I'm going to try and organize with them, because simply put, the way it is at the moment won't work with trying to have stuff like skins and assists and all that sort of stuff saved, especially saved to the player, like actually saved data. I mean, I want to have a look at that persona at least. Low chance of light insta-kill, fire. I mean, stuff on it's not great though. Whoa. That's a dangerous thing on the MC. I'm just gonna say no, because that one spell alone scares me.
Doing pretty well. The enemy is strong.
Oh god, it's an elite. Alright. Oh, it's this one too. You'll win, right? Yeah.
Shall I move to strike?
This dude's rough because he just applies a lot of confusion. And is just quite fast.
Ice it. Accept yourself. We're not gonna go easy. And weapons free.
Yes! That's huge. Now, I have picked up you, your wind. You're the only wind? Yeah.
You hit a weakness.
I will happily use a third G unnecessarily here, just because it's not a pleasant fight.
Child's play. Good. That's a win for the team. Good job, everyone.
Alright, there's that dude again. I'm good. Sure.
Target eliminated.
No, the rear shadow is just over here.
We don't see that type of enemy often.
God damn it. There we go.
This is our
Okay, you Pierce, don't know, and you're the same.
This will do the trick.
No.
Okay. Urging.
Watch this.
It tests the damage and then it just also nukes it? Yeah. Okay, it's cool. It's dead. Potentially a little excessive, but you know, I'm gonna consider that an acceptable, acceptable thing.
Well executed, Igus. All squadrons, forward.
Ooh. You and you.
They are finished.
I'm getting decent levels at the moment as well.
Perfect.
There's one little spot over here.
It seems like we've touched.
But yeah, I've been taking a lot of fights at this point to just try and keep things moving along. It's actually incredible because we can switch it.
I have to do this.
Ugh. You know, I'm actually a little surprised I haven't gotten a phone call yet that I've been waiting for. Ooh. Yeah, I want to take that. Waiting on something and been expecting a phone call for the last day or so. That is everything explored. Oh boy.
Powerful. Okay.
Okay. First of all, gonna save. I'm trying to think of other things that, like, I've been working on at the moment that is within the range of not spoilering things that I don't want to spoil just yet. I mean, I spoiled something that I didn't want to spoil a little bit yesterday, but it's fine. Nobody will know how much of a spoiler it is.
I think I can use it now.
I'm just gonna open this up with a 30.
Yes. I'll protect you all.
Nice.
I'm ready.
Alright.
Now's the time. Summoning.
Start damaging. So we know it's not good for wind. Let's try this out. Okay.
Should I stand on this enemy?
Dark.
Shall I move to strike?
Good to know. Alright. That means ice is fine.
I'm hit. In this situation,
So everything but fire and
need support.
uh
Darkness seems effective here.
thing. Yeah.
Activating.
So we just want myriad arrows. This should be a pretty straightforward fight.
What to do?
So don't have wind resist.
Already scanned this one.
You're wind weak, so you're better to use in this situation. Oh, for gore.
The enemy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
A battle well fought.
No shadows detected.
Good bit of EXP. Hell yeah. At the very least, there should be an end. As for what I will get, for what? That. As for when we'll get there, we'll just have to keep climbing and find out. What's wrong, Yukari? Are you tired? Does it look like I'm dying? Well, did she not just say tired, not dying? Look, I'm sure that's probably supposed to be I'm tired. I don't know. Let's get through this. Alright. Let's keep advancing.
Rare treasure.
Don't equip now. We should probably look at equipment. So, stats. Yeah, let's look at equipment real quick. Alright. So what have we currently got? Survival is so that's not what I thought it was. This is actually what I think it is. So we're definitely taking Sid's jacket. This one's a hard one because this is Invigorate, and I kind of want to keep the Invigorate on Yukari. Same with you. You don't have the same problem. Don't really matter. Oh, cat. Alright, shift boost, kind of nice. Ooh, null dark insta-kill. That actually sounds pretty nice. Ice evasion. I don't think anyone really cares for ice evasion, I'll be honest. Cat, just sit. Sit down. Chill out, my dude. Ooh, there is a plus experience. 15% experience, huh? That's tempting. Alright. I'm sure we're all up to date now with our game. God, okay, this is one thing I'll say. Gear feels like such an afterthought in this game to me. Like, not to the developers, but to just me. Like, I don't think about the gear all that much, because it just doesn't really get given to you often enough, or there's not enough unique and interesting upgrades to, like, really, like, make me sit there and go, ooh. Okay, well, I have no idea. There's a good chance it's Bliss, though. But I always gotta go test my theories as much as I can. So we're thinking Bliss. Do I have anyone with Bliss? Just you, right? Yeah. I'm just that good. Oy, oy, oy. Nice. Nice. That one's medium chance to dark, insta-kill 1. And that's... inflict ailments up. Okay. That's actually probably gonna be good to have.
Pretty well.
Sexy heals. Don't equip for the moment. We'll have a look at them. Null to charm. Honestly, on Yukari, sure. That makes more sense. So those were the stairs there, so we need to go... There it is.
Have we seen that door before?
Oi, oi, oi.
I'll do it. All right. Follow my lead. Enemy. What's my next move? I'm ready.
Just go through the cycles. Yeah.
Pull the trigger.
That's not good. So we're probably gonna want wind. Or wind resistance on the MC. It's got one character that has that. 2 characters. We'll go view. Price strike damage. Nothing special. No resistances, no weaknesses. Alright then. Just keep smacking it hard, I guess. Easy enough. Alright. Lightning as well, okay. I'm just gonna do this, it's gonna end the fight. I gotta be careful with my SP, because the SP reserves are just getting low at this point. And a long drawn out fight versus a boss at this point will probably just destroy me. Ooh. I mean, I gotta look at the bird. Fire and regenerate. Oh, you know what? This actually looks decent though. Like, genuinely. Okay, which one was this? Cures all ailments beside KO for all allies. So it's just this one's upgrade. And I'm guessing that's the heavy to all? Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Alright. Ugh. Anything they care about? No, I don't think so.
By the way, keep your eyes peeled.
2 chests.
This place is so visually distracting. But let's try and keep an eye out for shadows.
Dude, even the game's acknowledging that this area is like just really hard to look at. Like genuinely, this is very, very fucking annoying to look at.
Object of value.
I don't want to like move too fast and blur the cameras because then I think I'm gonna feel ill.
Keep your eyes peeled. Treasure chest identified.
Balm of Light's gonna probably be useful at this rate.
Those giant eyes are looking right at us.
Teleporter.
It's just decoration though, right?
Yeah, just decoration.
Shadow sighted. Initializing combat mode.
Alright. Surely we're going to find the last person at some point.
It's a treasure.
Surely we're gonna find the last person at some point, right?
A shadow. What will you do?
I run past it. Because I'm not gonna waste time on these fights at this point.
The enemy is strong. Exercise caution. Object of value.
There's the
We
door.
have discovered a door.
I think I'm ahead of the curve of what level I need to be again. So I'm being a little naughty and not taking as many fights because the fights just take so long. I'm gonna probably end up regretting that decision later, as I typically do.
Alright,
But I will just keep saving the game as necessary to ensure I'm fine.
time for a fight.
This will do the trick.
It is a single target. I could try and speedrun this. And just like speed damage. Not care about resistances. That's what I get for that. Inflicted with poison. That's actually really bad.
Thank you very much. Can I stand on this enemy?
Cool.
As evil as expected.
I'll slice you to pieces.
This should be a relatively easy one then, if those are the two weaknesses. Oh, I moved.
Pull the trigger.
Shoot it. Take the SP region.
This is my
Don't tell me you missed, thank god.
This is not obvious. Maximum firepower.
Every once in a while I get worried when I don't see like the special big like scale animation thing. When you have like one of the most basic weaknesses in the game, this is what it looks like. There we go.
Crushing victory.
Crushing victory. No, he's got stagnant air. Let's go. He's got stank ass here.
Oh, hello.
Stank gas, as they say. Yep, already got everything from this floor. Moving on. Alright. Yeah, I know there's someone on a higher floor, because they're not here yet. And I know there's at least one person. Let's go back and quickly save. I'm being a little bitch now. I just want to get out of the bloody tower. My SP is actually kind of low. Fuck it. I was about to say, my SP is kind of low. I probably should up it in some spots, just a little bit, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Surely it will be fine, and I'm not going to have to use an SP item during combat.
This should be a good test of your strength. But don't get careless. I have to do this.
Catch the waters. It's ice.
Nice reflexes, you guys. It is time.
Okay.
This is my duty. The enemy was unaffected. One enemy knocked down my Ibis.
I'll go with you.
Might switch to that dude. Yeah, there we go. Alright.
Strike attacks are no good here.
That's the one that I forgot. I'm not gonna need. Yeah. Alright. Divine Judgment, huh? Please dodge. Okay, well, never mind then.
Pull the trigger. Much obliged. Thank you for your support.
Vorpal Blade. Ouch. I'm gonna raise party defense, I think.
I'm ready.
I'm going to get a little bit of SP, so I'm gonna probably need to cut a couple of things. Oh, okay.
In this situation.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You know what I've realized? I think this might be a reason why I've been struggling with this game so much. It's gonna sound really stupid to say, like, out loud though. Like, straight up, I think I'm gonna sound really dumb with this. I've been playing a lot of Star Rail at the moment, right? I think that's why I've been, like, kind of so meh about this, is because I genuinely think Star Rail is a touch up in terms of just this style of combat. Like the turn-based stuff. Also, it having some automation to it and stuff. That's why I think I talk so poorly about this game comparative to Persona 5 Royale, is because you have like the insta-kill in that.
One enemy eliminated. No. Last one. Let's finish this.
I think that's what's like really been hammering at home.
Just one more.
Because I played Persona 5 Royale before Star Rail, or I started playing that and then I played it during. But again, I could skip through enough of the fights, I think I could get over it.
Sorry.
So, PS and status is so far what I need to test out. God damn it.
What's the plan?
This is gonna be resist, right? Yeah.
Just hold on until you warm
Pull
up.
the trigger.
Activate full automation mode.
Drop a bomb on it. You know, if nuke damage existed in this version of the game, that would be nuke damage, like 100% of the time.
This will do the trick.
What's next? Confront Persona.
That helps.
Appreciate it.
I'll go with.
Can probably just keep this kind of rotation going.
Go. Artemisia. Hey, Georgie. I think I can use it now.
Everyone's just not able to crit her. Weesh. And there we go.
Was a success. No shadows detected. Okay.
Even the theory about defeating the shadows that appeared during the full moon was just a trick. I'm sure there's something here that can help get rid of the dark hour. Only one way to find out. It's definitely best to get as far as we can rather than sitting around mulling over hypotheticals. Honestly, half of it's probably just me putting up front, the other half is thanks to you, Fuka. Aw. Kinda cute.
I've gotten used to fighting the strong ones that block our path, but just how many are there?
That is a good question. Can we find, like, the random civilian, finally? Oh, it's a... Yeah.
Great.
Don't really care about the loot as much as just, like...
Hey, doesn't that chest look kind of different from the others?
Get the chest, try and get as many Twilight Fragments as we can, and just move on. I mean, if it's just gonna be standing there.
The situation is favorable. Take it down if you can. Oh, sorry. I don't have it in me to stand right now. In this situation. Zenmarita, knock one down. Zenmarita, knock one down. Focus. It is time. Elena, move out.
I'll go in. Hit the top.
I'm hit. Your defense is down. Keep an eye on your health. Carton, watch out.
Just fucking kill it. This is more than overkill. There's a good chance I could have just killed it with the normal tag, but better to guarantee than to not, I guess. A really weird way of saying it, but you know what I mean.
One enemy eliminated. I'm hit. We make contact.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Eureka's up high. Your defense is reduced.
Screw you.
Enemy eliminated.
Screw you.
Leader, your health is low. Careful. A battle
Just stab it. Just stab it. In the fight. Run it back. Move on.
target eliminated.
Yep, that's the entire area. Yep. I was also, if I recall correctly, someone mentioned that like that area will spawn the Reaper earlier as well.
I always doze off in Mr. Edogawa's class. Maybe I should record his lectures for when I can't fall asleep.
Honestly, a good consideration.
Updating data records.
Falling asleep with information is actually sometimes quite useful,
Shall we
because
use
you can absorb a little bit of it in your sleep. Not reliable as a sole guarantee, but you know. Is a valid technique for learning things. Because then you can make the information a little bit more passive, but you do need to still be working on it independent of that aspect.
Shadow spotted. What's the plan?
Every time I come here, it feels as if I'm being watched.
Feels like
You're not referring to me, are you?
somebody's watching me.
That shadow looks
Oh shit. Almost ran into him. He's too busy trying to sing. But I can't sing, I'm so bad. It feels like somebody's watching me. And I got no privacy. Whoa.
Staircase.
Oh boy. Another powerful enemy, and it's a tank again. Oh my god, I hate this. Right. I'm gonna use some SP restoring items, and then I'm also gonna go down and save. It's weird because it's just been one person this entire time since we started the stream. Ugh. Let's go.
Leader. Let's go. I have to do it. Yes.
Okay.
This will do the trick. Go!
I'm just gonna start laying on damage and see where we get.
In this situation, I want you. Summoning. Now, Palladian.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Now's the time. Palladian, move out. Ready to finish this. You're doing great, Argus. 2 enemies defeated.
Do we assume electric again? Ew.
Shall I move to strike?
I love how she just juggled a tank with a fucking rapier. I love it.
What's next? General. Last one. Let's finish this. Persona.
So wind's not good, fire, I mean, it's probably just nothing, honestly, is the short answer.
I'll go with. Go!
Just end it. This guarantees the end of the fight.
Child's play. It's not
Super difficult fight.
Good work out there.
I've learned a new skill.
Ooh, hello. Now, Almond Boost. I kind of want that. Because that, I think, affects freeze? Wait. Probably do it over Spirit Train. It's just not enough at this stage.
Well, are you watching your health and stamina? Remember not to push yourself too hard.
Indeed, I am watching my health and stamina. But also, I want the loot.
Hey! Thanks.
See, like, the thing is with the weapons, I feel at this stage, still, it's just whatever's more damage, right? Like, with the gear, there's a slight bit of stuff, but, like, the resistance effects that it gives, it's just kind of meh. Especially when you compare it to, like, an actual Persona's power. Good lord, sorry. But yeah, like, compare it to an actual Persona directly. If I've got a weakness, I've got a weakness, and it's gonna screw me pretty hard anyway.
Setting up. It'll take a little more time. Light doesn't seem to have any effect. Oh no! Light doesn't seem to have any effect. Summoning. Victory shall be ours. I'll get it next time. This one I get. Entering full automation mode. Maximum output.
Dude, just jive out that music every once in a while. There we go.
That's a win for the team. Good job, everyone.
I just think I just take the money and the gold. The money and the gold? The money and the experience. Lord, words. You know, sometimes I just have difficulty with them.
Victory well earned.
They don't like me, I don't like them. It's a mutual disagreement.
That teleporter can take us to the entrance. Try to remember where it is.
God, that just... The initial bit of that didn't quite sound like Mitsuru normally.
Updating data.
I don't know why. Maybe there was enough audio distortion to muck with it. That's everything? That's everything. Cool, please can we find the person soon? No, but we found a door. What? Oh, it's one of those. No, I don't care. Here's the door.
Have you seen that door before?
I just want to find a missing person. Are they at set points? I'd assume that they're at set points, right? Like, I could probably look it up and find out what floor they're on.
Entering common enemy.
Okay, so we know you are weak to fire, and you... Wow, Mitsuru just doesn't do jack shit to you, that's right. Okay. Ready to their sword. And they've charged up.
Pull the trigger.
Lower accuracy and evasion seems pretty solid. But we do need to switch to something that has fire.
It is time.
So that's you. You're not amazing. Definitely not you. Yeah, you're your only one. Okay. I mean, you don't have it yet, but you do have healing. Regen, I think. Was it Regen 3 that you can learn? This is just gonna be a long fight because it's got so much health and so much, like, just general tankiness.
I'll hit them where it hurts. Who's going to hit me?
In this situation,
Okay, that spooked me enough that I'm probably going to switch the MC, and we're going to have to just do a battle of attrition. Switch the MC to defensive option. That was too scary. I'm sorry.
Reloading. Activating. Flashing won't work. Don't bother with sword. One more. You don't have much health left. Can you heal up? This will do the trick. I'll show you. What's next?
Okay, well that's concerning that it's casting a spell now.
I'll show you my power. Persona. I've already scanned this one.
Hey, we inflicted with poison.
I'll hit them where it hurts. Artemisia.
There we go.
All right,
it's a win
let's
for the
move on.
team. Good job, everyone.
Yeah, inflicted with poison as it's dead. Most important thing. We're not picking up that persona, so we'll just take that bonus effect for next fight.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh god, I saw the meme again recently where it's that guy and it's just like It's unthing and say hello to your new Joker. Completely throws me off every time I see it. I was watching Connor's like try not to laugh challenge videos where if he laughs he has to pay the person. There's a point when I'm watching, like binge watching a bunch of those videos where like I will try and also compete, where like I won't laugh and stuff like that, and then there's a point where I'm like, why should I care? Laugh if you feel like it, my man. So, okay. Just stab it. Well, we've got a 30 and this should kill it. Yep. But no, it's always a weird thing with those, where I feel like a lot of people try and do that as well. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But like, I feel like people also do try and like, oh, well, I won't laugh at this. That's where some superiority complexes come into. Like, oh, well, I don't laugh at this. It's not that funny. Oh, I don't have this anymore is because it's bad, comparative to thing. Yeah. I thought I still had that. Oh, hello. Well, it reveals the current floor and provides a shortcut to the next floor. Okay.
This will improve my capabilities.
Deals severe pierce damage to one foe. Honestly, I've not needed this, like, at all. So I'm gonna get rid of this. Oh, endure? Endure. Probably gonna want that. Probably gonna want the endure. Please, P-person. I've only had a lot of SP stuff. Only use it when you need to. I fucking... Don't do that to me, game. Give me all of her stuff and then like quarter its costs and I'll be happy.
During winter, the sound the arrow makes when it hits the target is...
Okay, that sounds kind of fucked up, Yukari, but okay.
Hey, there's a treasure! Shadow detected nearby.
Dude, I'm just running around in circles avoiding the shadows. Most of the unnecessary fights. I would argue they're all pretty unnecessary at this stage. I think we're strong enough to fight against the majority of the content that's offered to us at this stage. Can it be the person? No, it's a fucking hard fight.
Enemy spotted! Leader!
A border floor. So the person's got to be in the next 5 floors. Okay. That's at least something. It's taken so long to get here, good lord. And the worst part is it technically oh, no, it has. It's been an hour. That's a really long time. Tartarus progression is very slow. Alright, let's go. Can't wait to get one shot for some fucking random ass reason, eh?
Shall I move to strike?
Alright. Just gonna start testing elements. I'm lazy. Is light.
System failures. Her leader's been knocked down.
That's not good.
I have to do this. Come. I appreciate it. I'll show you my power. Persona, engage.
That's what I get for also kind of rushing in like a dickhead.
For your support. The strong one, be on your guard.
Okay, no weaknesses. Great.
I'll hit them where it hurts.
How about the
So just gotta do raw high damage.
more sustainable? Multiple team members are out of commission.
That was not good.
Using item. Thanks.
What to do?
So unicorn's a good option. You're also a good option. You actually are a healer as well. Might be worth doing. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. MC can play healer this turn.
What's the plan here? Artemisia!
I get it in this situation. Isis! Rebooting. Summoning. Blazing. Move out. That's appreciated.
I'll hit them where it hurts. Go! Artemisia!
I feel like I'm gonna have to probably use him for playing some SP items as well. Because this fight looks like it's gonna be pretty sloggy.
What next?
I think that was almighty damage, isn't it? That's why that went through, yeah. Okay. Because ironically enough, Yukara is going to deal more damage and survive better than the MC will. Whereas the MC will just survive like this.
What to do?
Is all I care about. My team not just dying.
Much obliged for your support.
Shall I move to strike?
I'll show you.
A war of attrition. Oh no, that's a bit spooky.
Now's the time.
Just gonna do this.
What is optimal? Blazing. Move out.
I mean, I could always potentially get a lucky crit as well. Off the physicals.
I'll go with. Never mind.
10 SP
Thank you.
for a turn. That is rough. I can't actually remember what her other third is off the top of my head. I should probably look. I'm pretty sure she has a second third. Ooh, inflicted with freeze. Stood made of it you.
What next?
I'm just gonna...
I'll show you my power soda.
Persona.
Much obliged. Appreciate it.
This will do the trick.
Go, Artemisia. Where is this maneuver?
Eh.
I disobeyed the in this situation.
There we go.
That about does it. No shadows to
War of attrition. The Queen of the Night. Okay. Everyone's level 65.
Great.
That's the plan.
Yes.
Game's like really hinting at me now. It's like, dude, are you sure you want to keep going? It's like, just give me this character. I don't even care about getting to the next like fucking border floor. I just want to get the fuck out of here. I just want to leave. Free me. Free me from this hellscape. Water God armor. Reduced fire. Eesh. Okay. Oh, good lord. Spiked bar is pretty decent. If only I could put that on Aegis, because then it would actually be good, but Aegis just gets fucked over. Bro, I just, I don't know.
We gotta keep moving.
Hero's getting messy again. Yeah. I'll just leave it down like you did yesterday. Alright, still looking for the some bitch.
Specialize in combat mode. If I had Koromaru-san's sense of smell, then I could help detect enemy positions.
We found the stairs.
Yeah, I
Let's go.
guess.
The
If you indeed had his sense of smell, you'd probably be more useful. I don't know.
This
Very strange
teleport takes
argument.
us to the entrance. I'd appreciate a chance to regroup.
I appreciate a chance to regroup. Well,
looks really worn out.
guess
Consider
what?
coming back?
We won't.
We're doing well. Let's keep
Not until we find this last
careful.
fucking person.
Nearby.
Oh, god damn it.
With all of these lights, the electric bill must be astounding. Oh,
I actually like that. It's a very valid question. It's like, what's the electric bill for the
We
school?
found the stairs.
Because technically this isn't electric, because the electricity turns off during the dark hour, right? Finally, we found them. I mean, at this point in time, I might as well just get this person and go to the border floor as well, right? Because we're only like a couple away.
should I undergo a large-scale update sometime in the future? A shadow! Stairs located. Updating data records.
Well, that's the stairs. That's the person.
Yes.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm like 2 or 3 away from the border floor, I would have probably just gone with this person and left. But we might as well. hate it. Get me out. Get me out.
I think we've seen it.
So I'm guessing the floor 200 is going to be like important, right?
Is that? That floor seems to be the halfway point of this block.
Gonna leave the door alone because we're just really low on resources. Ooh, okay, this looks cool as hell. Alright, this should be the last old documents. I decided to leave the institution. I refused to be involved in any crimes. The head researcher decided not to come with me. Maybe I'll open a store with my collection of antiques. Ah, there we go. That's answered that question. That's the antiques person.
The days when I was happy we had reached the 100th floor.
Alright. Head back. Let's get the fuck out. We're free. We'll quickly talk to Liz.
Here are my requests. Let's hear the results. Wonderful. Let's hear the results. Of course.
Cool. Good bit of money. Alright. Well, there's not that many more things to do with her. Probably should get them done though.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, we're done for the night. Let's call it quits here. I'm tired. I'm sure we're right near the end now. Like, this is feeling so like leading up to something's gonna happen, then we have a period of time, and then something big's gonna finalize everything, right? Like, that's probably what's gonna happen at this point. Yeah, I know you.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess keeps talking about how she's gonna die, but I don't think that's a good idea. Alright, we do need to hang out with Yuko. Because this is the last one before we potentially unlock another person. I probably should have gone and sorted some other actually, yeah, let's do that really quickly. I think... Let's go here. And quickly spend our time with Liz.
Good day. I shall be waiting. Here are my requests. I've been waiting.
Let's go out with Liz because it doesn't take up time.
So this is a shrine. It's quite similar to a temple, is it
I'm just gonna
not?
leave this on
A
auto.
mysterious presence lurks here, though it is markedly different from a shadow. Well then, I shall first observe the local traditions and pay my respects.
Oh god, she's gonna toss like a fucking million yen in or some shit, isn't she?
I wonder if this is enough.
Yeah. God damn it. God damn it.
I have finally finished presenting my offering. Though I normally do not reside in this world, I wonder if I too may receive divine grace. Come to think of it, this system of monetary offerings is very similar to that of the fountain. There are a great many locations in your world where supplicants may request good fortune. You live in a truly wondrous
Yeah,
place.
but almost all of them are.
Could those paper strips tied there be... just as I thought? These are...
Oh, I wonder where my paper fortune is. I actually have one from when I was in Japan.
People entrust their
I think it's somewhere
destiny to a slip of
in my
paper,
collection of
finding the
stuff.
risk far too exhilarating. I see. There are many possible destinies written on them. Well then, I'd like to experiment with this for myself. Please wait here while I work on obtaining every single variation.
It's not quite how that works.
Excuse me. I've been curious ever since we arrived. But what is that equipment over there?
Oh no.
If memory serves, these are a slide and a jungle gym, correct?
Dude, I want to play on a jungle gym again. I'm sure I would hurt myself, but I want to play on a jungle gym again. I miss that shit. The monkey bars.
Message. If that is the case, fascinating. In order to attain joy, one must first claw one's way to the very top. This playground equipment teaches a profound lesson on the true way of the world.
I agree.
Well, that was certainly entertaining. Now,
Hey,
could you
it's
please
all
instruct me
about
in the proper
being
use of
safe
the
and having
jungle
fun.
gym over here?
Whatever you do to do that, go right ahead. I wouldn't call that safe though. How'd you even get... Right.
I can't get out. Oh dear, it's rather difficult to maintain one's balance. The day was even more enjoyable.
You know, I used to hang out with a guy that died here. In this very seat.
To be honest, lately I've been wondering, do I find this world enjoyable simply because of the novelty of the stimuli it presents? Or another possibility, perhaps I enjoy myself on these excursions because of your company.
Aww.
In any event, I believe I'll have to negotiate with my master to install a horizontal bar in our room. I'd like for you to accompany me again sometime, if you
I
wouldn't
like that.
mind. Well then,
That's
I think
funny.
we should call it a day. But before we do, I'd like to go on the slide one more time. Shall we seize the opportunity and go in tandem?
Hell yeah.
Woo!
That woo. Whoa. Love it. Right. Now that we've done that, talk to Elizabeth, get the request done.
Here are my... Let's hear the results. Come to think of it,
Yep. Vitality sash, okay.
very well.
Now go back to Yuko.
Oh!
Okay, here we go. So this is what I was getting told about, is there's a person at night that will unlock, and this is probably what it is.
Oh, that's right!
Hopefully we'll be able to get into the... Damn, it is pissing down outside. I heard it this morning, but like, yeesh.
Straighten your back. And don't forget to swing your arms.
Coach! Guess what? Guess what? I beat Yuki-chan!
Nice.
Swung my arms really hard, just like you said!
Wow, seriously? That's amazing. Okay, next time I want you to try running with your toes raised.
you'll go even faster that way.
Oh, is it because of the rotational thing? I mean, I walk like that naturally because I'm a weirdo, but you know.
Got it, Coach.
Okay, want to know one of the things that I find really funny? So, back in, like, primary school, which is first, like, proper schooling, so I was probably, like, 7 or 8 at the time, we were playing tag, and the school we have, there's this one, like, area that's, like, kind of, like, it's behind the buildings, but there's some buildings there, and then there's the pool, like, a bit further down. And if you walk down it, or, like, make any noise going down it, it would ping the noise really loud and echo it. And we realized that if we kept... So we kept playing, like, hide-and-go-seek, tag, stuff like that. If you go down there, you'll be found out really easily. So what we started doing was we started doing the quiet walk, where you do heel to toe and that, like, rotational thing. The thing is, I started just doing that naturally, and I did it because I found it really, really interesting that it no longer produced sound. So, fun little fact. Sick. Yeah, it was because I played tag as a kid that I have this very strange way of walking now, so I don't actually really produce that much noise. Yes, hello, Cap. Come on. It's a very strange little thing, and I know, and I remember this very, very particularly, because I remember the exact moment someone explained to me, you're quieter when you do this, and I started doing it. I was like, yo, that's actually true. And even if you run, if you do it correctly, you would just make no noise.
I did a lot of research on this, so I'm glad to see it's actually working. I mean, now that I've agreed to coach them, I gotta do a good job, right? I even used the school library for the first time to put together a training routine.
It kind of sounds good, kind of sounds bad.
How much their times have improved just from correcting their form.
Yeah, oh, that's how it goes.
Elementary school kids really learn fast, don't you think?
It's because you teach so well.
Oh, I don't know about that. But hearing you say so does make me feel like I can do anything.
Oh, these kids really give it their all.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, one more round.
Ooh.
Hey, hold on a second. You're all supposed to be on break right now. It's important to take time to get good rest. Kids your age need to be careful not to overdo it. You could get really hurt.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's no time for that. We can keep going. Come on, we gotta show our fighting spirit. I suppose we do only have so many days to train here. What do you think? Should I change the training routine?
maybe they should be running more.
I trust whatever you decide, but I would actually definitely lean towards the don't change it, but maybe make a room for exception if need be.
Straining yourself. All right, listen up. I'm your coach now.
So you stop running when I tell you to stop. That's a promise you've got to keep. But in return, I'll make sure you get faster than you've ever been. How does that sound? Think you can keep that promise? Wendy, coach, you're on fire. What did you just call me? All right, those who agree to the terms, go back to your break. Okay.
Good old auntie. Dude, if she's auntie, what the fuck am I? God damn, these are high schoolers getting called auntie.
Good, doesn't it? Like some coming of
Yikes.
age story. So thanks for giving your input earlier.
I was actually making jokes
Honestly,
on one of the discords
I'm glad I asked
earlier
you.
today.
It means a lot having you here.
Because there's a few people there that are like 16, 17, 18, right? And there's some people I've known that were in that server that were that age and now are in their 20s, and it's really funny. Stuff like that. And it's just, there's moments where I'm talking to them and then something comes up and I'm just like, I feel so out of place and weird now. It's such a confusing moment, like talking with someone that's like potentially like over 10 years younger than you, and you're like, wait, what? Which, I mean, yeah. Again, good chunk of them are. It's just such a strange moment. It's just such a strange moment. But we were making jokes at, I did make a thing. It was like, what's the difference between, like, what's worse, a Minecraft YouTuber, a Persona fan, or a Blue Archive player? And it's just like they're going like, we don't know. It's like, they're all the same, so it doesn't matter. Gotta love. Dude, I don't know what's going on with YouTubers nowadays, and like, or streamers, and just it's always something. Every week there's something. Something new. How hard is it to just be an actual reasonable human being, not do something stupid?
The kids seem like they want to run with you.
Oh.
You think you could do just one lap? It'd be setting a good example for them.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, it's very silly. Very, very silly at the moment. Like, this year's been really bad for it too. I don't know. Something's in the water. To be fair, this year's been like the perfect example of I don't like looking at the news every morning for the fact that someone's dead that I grew up with, or someone's fucking messaging minors, or something stupid got said in a political election. It's pretty much one of those three things, if not a just actual statement about war that's going on. It's like, oh, come on. I want to just relax, please. She's been coming home lately. She hanging out with the wrong kind of kids? Is she, doing the marijuanas? Oh my god, is that a weeb? Weed? Weeb. Is that a weed? I'm calling the police. 911, what's your emergency? Let's go to the mall and see if we can find that person. If not, we'll just do a relationship push. That monk. Well, I don't see anything new here, so I'm going to assume no. Team manager, just make sure we've nudged her along. The fact that that takes up time, man. That's so concerning. Oh, hello, Death.
I've been looking for you. What are you doing here?
Oh, Death.
I kind of just ended up here somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So strange. The sky and the ground look all weird, and there's no one around.
There's a bunch of coffins and blood everywhere.
Something bad's happening right now.
No, that's pretty normal. Okay.
But for some reason, I feel at peace.
Have you forgotten?
What?
This is the dark hour. Ordinary people shouldn't be free to roam about.
Mm-hmm.
You've adapted to it somehow. Too well for a human. I finally understand. That's why I feel this way whenever you are around. You are dangerous. You are my enemy.
Your enemy? Enemy. That's right. It was on a night like this, with a full moon. It was a long time ago.
Yes, we've met once before. You and I were enemies.
Who am I? Who are you?
I am Aegis, the last of the anti-shadow suppression weapons. I was created to destroy shadows.
Created to destroy.
And your true name is Death.
Oh shit. It's almost like we called it. We saw this coming.
You are the shadow I sealed away 10 years ago.
Shadow.
Oh shit. Cutscene.
Yes, 10 years ago, on the night when I was born, I stood on this very bridge.
My sole purpose is to destroy shadows. That is the reason why I was given both a sense of self and a persona.
I am the bearer of the 13th Arcana. Everyone knew me as Death. But when I came into being, a part of my power was broken off and scattered. I wasn't at my full strength back then. I was incomplete.
Even so, your power was still far too great. Since I was unable to defeat you, my only option was to seal you away. However, under the circumstances, there was only one suitable vessel. A human boy who had the misfortune of being nearby. I had no other choice.
Now I see. I was inside of him all this time. And I unwittingly led him to discover my 12 missing pieces. And then... I get it. I understand now. I remember everything. I know exactly who and what I am.
Palladius!
Don't be foolish, I guess. You can't win. I'm even stronger than before.
The machine is created to serve a specific purpose. I will destroy you. That is my only reason for existing.
It doesn't have to be that way, I guess.
Sorry. I can't carry out my mission. I'm a machine that can't fulfill its purpose. I have no reason to exist. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm scared.
Juno, something happen?
Yukari? What's the matter?
Well, I realize it's a full moon tonight. You did too, huh? Oh, God. I'm turning into a workaholic. Wait, is something actually going on?
We're not certain of anything yet, but we can't find Igus.
What? Where could she have gone?
At one point, I was able to sense a persona, but I lost Igus right after that.
You sensed a persona? Could it have been Strega?
Well, she hasn't detected any of them, but we can't be positive.
I've pinpointed her location. The Moonlight Bridge.
It's always the bloody bridge.
Let's see what's going
A
on.
union?
Igus!
She looks like she could probably use a little bit of polish.
I'm sorry. I remember everything. I remember who I am, who he is. Leader. I know why I wanted to be by your side. I'm sorry. I failed.
Save your energy.
I'm sorry.
You have no reason to apologize.
You?
Spicy.
Ryoji-kun? Wait, what are you doing here?
Igus!
What is going on?
It's all my fault.
Hell yeah.
You did this?
Hold on, Akihiko. He's not showing any signs of aggression. Now tell us. Who or what are you?
Turns out, I'm not so different from the creatures you call shadows.
You're a shadow?
I'm more than just an ordinary shadow. I'm the Appriser, born from the union of the 12 Arcana.
The Appriser?
I remember everything now. The terrifying truth about the shadows and about me. I can't. It's all so hard to believe.
Okay, well, speak so we actually get the idea of what's going on, my bud.
You know the truth about the shadows?
I do.
What?
The shadows are here to facilitate the rebirth of the maternal being. As for the Appriser, it draws the maternal being to it, allowing her to awaken.
And the Appriser? That's you?
That's right.
His maternal being. What is it?
She's on a level of her own. No words in our language can describe her. 10 years ago, a man collected hordes of shadows and contained them in a laboratory. That's where I was born. But the unification was interrupted, and I awoke before I was complete. After that, Igus took me down, and I returned the favor.
Igus? Is this for real, Ryoji?
She knew she couldn't destroy me completely.
Okay, yeah.
So out of desperation, she sealed me within a child who just happened to be nearby. That child grew up carrying me inside him, and by some twist of fate, he later made his way back here. He even transferred to your school.
A transfer student? You don't mean...
That's right.
Yeah, I thought so. There we go. The moment we saw death as like its entity form, I'm like, isn't that just like what the MC's persona looked like when it awoke, like their weird awakening thing at the beginning?
I've lived inside him for a long time.
Oh, well, I'm mature enough to take that line at its face value. Wait, you were inside me?
How?
And when his persona awakened, the 12 shadows did as well. All in order to become one with me.
Ryoji, you're the oppressor? And you were inside of him?
This is an important scene. Not a time for really immature jokes.
How the hell do you expect us to just believe all that?
Oh, God.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry. But there's more I need to tell you.
Ryuji-kun!
He's completely worn out. Let's let him rest for now. Aigis needs us too. We'll pick up where we left off after that.
What I just heard was shocking. Maybe I'll show some emotion for once. Ryoji lived inside me for 10 years. Yep. Waiting to make contact with the 12 shadows. Then, does that mean the boy named Faris was actually Ryoji all along? No. So many questions remain unanswered. However, Ryoji is unconscious. We took Ryoji and Aigis home, and air surrounding us, frigid and somber. It's the Naruto backstory. To my understanding of Naruto, this is basically everything. Yeah, that's about right. So now I need to become Hokage, right? I'm gonna become Hokage.
He's awake now. Let's meet tonight on the 4th floor.
Got it.
God fucking damn it. I was not prepared for that statement, but it's so good. It's just the Naruto backstory, everybody.
Alright, I'll see you then.
Oh my god, Persona ripped off Naruto.
Ryoji.
I mean, this begs the question, like, should you really hate on Ryoji? He's not, like, too bad a person, but he's,
Looks like we're all here.
you know. Your reaction was totally worth the price of admission. I'm glad.
Are you okay, Ryuji-kun?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks. Besides, I have more to tell you guys.
Yeah, ain't you, like, kind of the final boss?
Ryuji-kun.
Sort of. I don't know, like, do we need to become one? Is this gonna be a 6th thing? Like, I don't know where we're going with this, bud.
Then allow me to jump right in. We have many questions that need answers, after all. Yesterday, you said the shadows were here to facilitate the rebirth of the maternal being.
Inspiration works in all kinds of ways. This is just one representation. Anyway, how are you doing today? I'm doing good, Sasha. I mean, we could also make an argument that this is an analogy for the Bible as well, for some fucking reason, because we've got rebirth, we've got beings above comprehension. I don't know. Wait, okay, no, if this is an allegory stuff for, like, the Bible and Jesus, who is Jesus in the situation? It's the main character, right? Or is it Ryoji? Or is it both? I think it's kind of both, right? Wait, why am I discussing this? This is such a stupid...
Tell us more about this. What happens if she returns?
The maternal being is called Nyx.
Nix. Haha, Dota. Haha, funny.
Who the hell's Nyx?
Fucking Titan of Night? No, not Titan. She is God, right? Or is she a being? I can't. Oh, God. My mythos knowledge is a little off now, isn't it?
Nyx is the mother of shadows. In ancient times, she bestowed death
It's because she's
upon
like,
this world.
Nyx is the same sort of thing as like Chaos, right? Is they're not Titans, they're not anything, they exist. In Greek mythos. They're like entities beyond the comprehension of natural things, because they are the natural order themselves. Pretty sure she's, yeah. Pretty sure that's the case. It's been too long. I'd have to look it up.
She awakens. The world will be swallowed by darkness, and all life will perish.
Okay, well that probably isn't good. Not sure.
All life?
Are you saying everyone will die?
It'd be more accurate to say that we'll all surrender the will to live.
Oh. Well, I've already done that.
Wait, are you talking about the lost?
I mean, the dog can also be Jesus because it's a good fella. Fair. I'll give you that.
The fall.
But there's still a way to stop it from happening, right?
Oh, I mean, unless we don't want the end of the game to happen.
What?
There's gotta be a way. Come on, don't do this shit. We
Tell me
know.
there's nothing we can do.
There's nothing we can do. Game's over. Have fun. Roll credits. Haha, I wish. No.
I'm sorry.
Wait, why are you apologizing? Are you saying there's no way to stop it?
If I shoot you in the head with my gun, will Lucky Charms pour... How long is this game? I have 80 hours in this. At least. I think it's actually closer to 90 if we count the hours that we've lost to, like, death and restarts and stuff.
That's right.
And I'm pretty sure we're coming near the end.
You heard the bell. That's when it was all decided. I'm the appriser. The appriser of death.
So it's, I mean, it's a JRPG. 100 hours is sadly enough the expectation, right?
The fact that I'm here at all proves the fall is coming.
The fall is coming.
Wow, I'm really mature. Everyone's at a loss for words. It's inevitable. The entire human race would become members of the last. Ryoji's existence confirms the impending extinction of mankind.
When will it happen?
Alright, chill, Sayu.
I don't think you'll live to see next spring.
That's barely any time at all.
So, my immediate thoughts on this is,
What are you guys freaking out about?
like, is this my first playthrough? Yes, it is. Like, my immediate thought is it Strata? Whatever? Straga, that's it. What did they take from the tower that one time? Because, surely, now the question's being begged, whose side are they on? They're on the side of definitely probably not dying. Right? But no, they've also kind of talked about inevitability a lot. So this begs a very interesting question. Whose side are they on? And why would they have something to do at this point? It means that no matter what, they know or can or will help solve this situation, right?
Nick Schmicks, am I right? All we gotta do is win and we're golden. And we haven't lost a single fight yet, have we?
Sorta. I mean, saves gun powers, right? Junpei's right.
You can't win.
Are you sure about that?
Power doesn't mean a thing. It's like trying to fight the inevitable, like death or the flow of time. Nyx can't be defeated. She just can't.
So, like, this is the thing that I'm trying to understand about this situation that no one's talking about, and clearly is going to have to be, like, something brought up. Nyx is coming because death is here, or the appraiser, or whatever the fuck you want to call him. So what if he's not here? Because it's surely, like, what's being kind of indicated is that they're the key. So the MC being the host of this energy, they just need to either expel it or be removed from the situation. It's clearly what's got to happen, right?
This is bullshit!
This is all so sudden.
I was born from a collection of shadows, but now I have a human form, so I can talk with you, laugh with you, cry with you. It's the gift I received for existing within him.
So he's now separate to me then, right? Is that what I'm led to understand?
I can give you a choice.
A choice?
Get rid of me now?
His arrival is unavoidable now, but you can choose to live in peace until she arrives. You just have to kill me. If the appraiser disappears, all recollection of the Dark Hour would go with me.
Okay, so she's inevitably going to arrive now, is what's being said. And since Ryoji is separate from us now, he is the point of it. But what's being said here is recollection of the Dark Hour would go with him.
And that would erase any memories of this hopeless reality.
I mean, no,
There'd be
obviously.
no way for you to remember anything. When the fall comes, it'll happen in an instant. You won't have to suffer at all.
I'm trying to think of the way that this is clearly like this is moving.
We'll forget everything?
I'm saying you can go back to your normal lives. And by doing that, you might buy a little time and delay the fall too. Technically, I'm the same as Nyx, so I can't be killed. But thanks to him, there's a part of me that's become human.
I have no idea what's going on here. Is this going to be like the Fate series if I have to watch an explanation of every game so far? No. Every Persona game is independent of each other. It is 100% inclusive to itself. So there is no, like, there's very little connection between them, and there's only, like, loose theory stuff that, like, kind of binds them. That, I'm gonna be honest, what I've heard most run around by community theories is that, like, each of the games exists in alternate universes, all connected by, like, a singular points. One of those points being, like, Igor, for example. So no, God no, you do not have to go through the nightmare that is trying to understand Fate. I don't think anything's quite as bad as Fate at this stage. trying to understand fate is actually... You go on suicide watch the moment you do.
So if it's done by his hand, then it may be possible.
Yuji-kun.
I'm trying to, like, figure out where this game's going, though. Like, I'm trying to do my best to figure this out, because... So, again, shorthand of what's explained. We turn up, we awaken our persona, it goes berserk for a moment, yada yada yada. Cool. Then we find out every full moon, there is a powerful shadow that turns up that is representative of an Arcana card. We've been all 12 up till now, and now we're dealing with Death 13, which is basically the embodiment of all of them coming together, all of this energy, and is basically kind of the first horseman of the apocalypse. And the apocalypse is brought about by them being here. And the apocalypse is just going to basically next year end us. And we've been the vessel for this horseman for years. And because of that, we've humanized it.
If you don't kill me, everything will stay just as it is. With no hope for salvation, you'll live every day paralyzed by the fear of your impending death. And I don't want to put you through something like that.
I think that's an accurate summary of like the core events outside of like just characters dying and people getting depressed and then people getting over it and growing and all this sort of stuff. Like, it's very clearly tied to the MC. It always is. In this case, like, it's gotta be something to do with, like, the attributation tying the like, what you're tied to. Surely the MC's got, like, more power going on because of that. I don't want to forget.
Exactly.
I guess that explains the whole gameplay loop in the main story. Like, in the worst, like, fucking elevator pitch explanation, sure. Right? But, I mean, I'm, again, missing out on so many key details that explain so many of those moments. I'm trying to just figure out from the scene, like, where the game's going. Because, like, surely we've got more time. In fact, I do know that we have time into the next year. I do know that there is dates that I saw when I looked at something that go into the next year. When I looked at something. So it begs the question. At what point is things, like, gonna go really sour? I'm just fixing something. That one. So, because like we're in December in this game at this point, right?
I mean, forgetting all this would be like trying to hide from the truth.
Also, I'm actually a little upset that the game didn't give me like an actual choice there, like it had in like Persona 5, so I can just end the game there and it's a bad ending. That would have been really good. That'd have been really funny.
Is that really such a bad thing?
Game over. Get fucked.
If you don't do this, all that awaits is despair greater than you can possibly imagine.
Ah, yeah. Shut up.
You don't understand the terror of certain death. Don't make your decision without at least thinking about it first.
Why is this happening?
You don't have to decide right now. There's still some time.
Yeah, but like, according to what you're saying, realistically speaking, your offer is... It gets worse the longer you wait.
December 31st, New Year's Eve. You have until then to think about it.
Okay.
After that, I'll dissolve into the blackness of the dark hour and lose my physical form.
But what if, like, we reabsorb you and recontain you? Does that delay the events again?
Yoshi.
When Nyx arrives, I'm going to disappear anyway. So please, don't worry about me. I'll be back when New Year's Eve rolls around.
Right, like...
Hey! Ryoji, wait!
Stop, Junpei-kun! I felt Ryoji-kun's presence vanish just now. There's no point in chasing him. He's gone.
Man just turned into Batman, let's go.
Ryoji-kun.
I guess he'll be back.
Like, again, like, all I have to go off is what the game's shown me so far and what I learned from Persona 5 Royale, right? That's why, like, I'm trying to develop concepts in my head what could lead to the most clear routes. But I need to keep acknowledging the fact that, like, this game's very different and the game's trying to tell a very different message. So, in a sense, Persona 5 Royale ends very positively. In a really nice, kind of almost upbeat way, right? But that's because it had its moments of despair, but it had its very clear moments of, like, happiness and joy. This game has been a lot more about, like, the standard flow and then the hills that you fight during that time. So I can't say that this is going to have such a joyous ending. In fact, I very much doubt it's going to have a joyous ending. Ryoji's revelation was all too devastating. The world will soon perish. Mankind is destined for extinction. A difficult decision lies before me. Death is inevitable. The appraiser truly did deliver a death sentence to us all. Can't think clearly right now. How do we even choose the way you want to die? Yeah, do you want to die without knowing? And then happy music. Trying to think, like... There we go, there's the monk.
Oh, hey. See ya.
Hey. Oh, hey. See ya. See ya.
Seriously, just gonna do a memory game with me?
See ya. Hey.
Wow, really?
Oh, hey.
Who knows what will happen? Predicting the future is possible in short term. I mean, like, that's the thing, is I will openly agree with you, right? I can't guarantee what the end of this game is going to be, nor real life and all that, but the amount of media I consume and the way I've always worked is I've actually been fairly good at predicting outcomes of events. That's because I normally don't speak on events in too absolute a fashion. And when I do, I give enough wiggle room, so even if like I'm slightly wrong, I'm still slightly right. But with games and stories like manga, books, TV shows, all that, I'm really good at pinpointing, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen next. And that's why I always like playing that game with myself, of like playing, okay, what is going to happen next? What are we getting, what are we going to get? Right? And it's an interesting one with this, because like, yeah, no, the story is like, what death do you want to choose right now, is the question. Fuck, one of the beautiful things that I could actually comment on, like going with that concept of you don't know what's, will happen. There's a good chance all of our main, like some of our main characters, or all of them, just die before the events occur. Because of random happenstance, right? But the question becomes, do you want to know when your death is coming? If you have a certainty, do you want to know? Like, this is the ever interesting question of, yeah, no, if you could see exactly how many days you had left to live, how many minutes, how many years, everything like that. If you knew exactly the moment you will die, not how you would die, but you knew when you would die, what would you do?
Oh, hey.
It's a really hard question. Right? I don't think anyone can truly come to a guaranteed answer on that they'd be happy with. Because you'll want to say no, because there's a level of like, it would affect the rest of your life. It might make you more daring and cause problems with your life that way. Means that you might value your life a lot less, things like that. But then it also might do the inverse. You'll value it too much, and then you'll fight tooth and nail to never have that moment come, even though it may be, like, it is actually inevitable.
You look awfully young, kid. Still in high school?
It's a,
What are the employees here thinking, letting someone like you in? Well, since you got me a drink, I'll pretend I'm your guardian so you don't get thrown out of here. Take a seat. Well, come on, kid, sit down. I'm gonna look up at you, straining my neck.
Okay.
So, wanted to see where adults spend their time, huh? Not that I can't relate. Well, don't worry. 2 or 3 more years, you'll be old enough to hang out here unsupervised.
Oh, don't worry, according to the story so far, we don't have that long. So I might as well hang out here now.
Just take it easy, kid. You'll be legal before you know it. No need to rush. Trying to act like an adult just makes you look more like a kid, you know?
That is true.
sounds funny coming out of an alcohol drinking, cigar smoking monk, huh?
Okay, I'm liking him so far. What's the cigar taste like?
Well, what does it taste like? Like leaves. I can't think of any other way to describe it.
Dry, burnt leaves.
Nah, it ain't supposed to taste good. I just smoke because it helps me think straight.
I see.
Young people always think the grass is greener on the other side.
I mean, that's everyone in general, right?
Well, don't get your hopes up too high, kid. That way you won't be disappointed when things don't work out.
In my opinion, it's best not knowing any of those. Both have pros and cons. The more one knows, the more anxious one might become, and also change one's own values. Predicting what will happen when it's, yeah, I'll admit the side quests were a good example of that. I will say this, right, and this is something towards that Yakuza statement, and I will openly admit to this. Yakuza caught me off guard for a long time, but when it started getting like to a specific point, I could start predicting what Yakuza was going to do. And that's because Yakuza is actually a really unique form of media. So it was a bit more on the wild side. I will also say this in the nicest way I can, is I do play up for camera. Like my reactions and my like what's going on, like if sometimes is a little bit more embellished than it actually is. And then just because you gotta be a little interesting, right? It's the same with when I'm with my friends. It's like you're playing a game, someone accidentally shoots you. Shoots your teammate or shoots you as and it's one of your teammates. I would normally just kind of breeze it off and not care, but if I'm with my friends, why you stupid, an asshole, well dead, all that stuff, right? You have fun with it.
There might come a time when you'll have to drink when you don't want to and smoke just to get through the day.
Oh god.
Nothing like those punks I see running around town these days. I'd say the same for my son, though.
I think like, but yeah, when I look at Yakuza sub-stories, there were just some that, the thing that comes to mind when you kind of like speak to that is it's just like, yeah, eventually it just got to the point where it's like, well, it's very obviously going to have this kind of twist because it's Yakuza. That's what Yakuza does. It's all about, again, the reason why I'm good at predicting is because I absorb so much media that I can start like using other media as a relation point to go, oh, well, this is what the majority of other stuff does, so I can then make a prediction point. And often it's right, because you want a standardized structure. In fact, it's real life stuff that I'm less intense about my predictions because humanity has time and time again proven that it is the most inconsistent bugger that there is. And you'll never truly understand what the hell it's doing.
Always being taken in by the police for questioning. It's disgraceful.
Which I guess is a sense why I liked Yakuza, because it is very much like life.
Kid, next time you come in here, I'm gonna have you thrown out. Got it?
But it's still, yeah. I mean, that's why I do enjoy my trashy anime as well, is because I know exactly what's going to happen, so I can just sit there with my brain turned off and watch it and see how it gets to each point, which is what is more interesting to me more often. That's why I like a lot more of like the anime rom-coms and slice of life stories if I have the chance, because those ones are interesting because they're more about the character, less about the story. Boy, the quarantine really gave people more time to be even more random. I mean, that's the thing is, I don't know if you remember, but there was a big, like, movement, I guess, during, like, I want to say it was like 2010s onwards is the oh so random, right? Oh, I'm so random. Oh. We kind of got used to people trying to do that shit because we'd been used to that for years. You just say random shit. Well done. It's not really that interesting. In fact, you actually become more predictable by trying to be not predictable. That's why I actually really love, and they haven't actually turned up in the series yet for me with my rewatch. But in the game, South Park, you had the jokes we made at the emo kids. Is the whole concept of it's like, oh, we're non-conformist. You just gotta think and wear what we do and gotta do all the same stuff that we do, and then you can be non-conformist like us. It's like, well, that's, you've just explained conformity. Like, well done. By trying to be non-conformist, you became more conformist than a conformist. Or like the standard person. I like that irony. That irony's funny to me. And it's very prevalent in the real day. The moment you try and be different, you become more cookie cutter. I don't know, that trend never made it to your country. Fair enough, I mean, it was a shitty trend. In fact, fun little kind of time capsule of it. In Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, there is a joke made about it with Periwinkle, or whatever her fucking name is, the character with the gun. The vampire with a gun, the evil one. That tries to shoot Alucard and he gets stuck on the ship. In the Abridged, they took the piss out of the whole lol so random personality. It's because it was dated then, and they kind of talk about it a little bit. So there's a little fun thing on it. So if you ever wanted an example of what it was like, genuinely what she does is the same one as messages sure are slow to arrive. Yeah, I mean, I live in New Zealand, the connection has to go all the way overseas to you, and then you see it, then you send your message, then your message has to come all the way to me. It's crap like that, right? I don't have a very high delay on, in fact I have like milliseconds of a delay. It is purely just the distance traveling the internet. Which you have to consider is actually really, really fast when you think about it, because we're talking about like fucking all of this information on screen, all of the audio and all that coming from here to buttfuck off to the other side of the planet. It's insane. And it's all done less than like a second overall. Well, majority of the time. In this case, it's probably like 2-3 seconds. But I'm very used to it at this point. Man, I've talked about this before, but you have no idea how many games I've played with Europeans, for example, and it's just like, cool, I'm playing on 300 ping. Play Rainbow Six Siege on 300 ping was one of the most, like, excruciatingly awful experiences. I got good-ish at the game because I would have to predict by about, like, a full 2-3 seconds where someone was. And this is a game that's a Twitch shooter too, so if someone shot at me and was trying to kill me, they normally won.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
I know, but it also comes from the artificial delay when it comes to streaming platforms. Yeah, I mean, like, that's why I say, like, on YouTube, there is an option for it, and I have, like, the middle low, delay. Because, like, the thing is, we could go through the list of, okay, so ISPs, that's where delay can also be introduced. There could be just load on your network that delays it more than normal. There's individual stuff. I mean, like, technically I'm not monetized, so YouTube probably doesn't really care as much about my pushing my stuff as it would for someone else that's got 15,000 viewers, right? And New Zealand's in and out internet it's never really been stellar. Like, I have gig up down internet, so I do have really good internet. It's just never really utilized. Actually, I don't think it's gig up, but it's close to.
Hello. Thank you. Interesting. So this takoyaki doesn't contain an entire octopus, but only a small portion.
Yeah, have you never considered chopping up ingredients? What? I'm sorry,
That
what?
does make sense. The entire creature would be far too large for a single person.
What, wait, are we trying to make it out like Kirijo doesn't understand the concept of cutting up and cutting up food? And Kirijo, about maybe 90% of the shit that goes on your plate is normally cut up in some capacity, even in Japan. In fact, it's actually quite a big deal in Japan a lot. They mince it as well. It's what? Do you think they put the entire cow on your... How rich do you think you are? What the fuck?
Sometimes my own ignorance truly astounds me.
Yeah! Want me to treat you?
Who do you think I am? Please, allow me to be the one to treat you.
Bruh. Alright. Fucking calling me poor boy over here?
What? They don't accept credit cards.
This is Japan. Kirijo pretty much nowhere does. You have any idea how many troubles that caused? What the fuck? Right, yeah, that's why you've got to keep a lot of fucking money in your wallet while you're there.
There's a mild sourness combined with the chewy texture of the seafood. Quite flavorful. Are there other ingredients mixed in?
Probably.
In any case, it's quite good. C'est très bon.
C'est très bon. Probably said that fucking really wrong. My French is not good. C'est
That
très
reminds
bon.
me. Akihiko once mentioned this place. Speaking of Akihiko, don't you think he's been acting differently lately?
I don't know, maybe you getting told that the world is ending. YouTube still cares about people's safety, so they add the delay in order for the streamer to hide something before it reaches the public. Yeah, I mean, sort of, right? But like that's the same with almost like all streaming platform systems. That's the reason why you get the option I was talking about of the delay speed. And I've toggled it to as low as I feasibly can without affecting my computer negatively. It's the same with Twitch. Like I'm streaming on Twitch at the moment and it's the same sort of speed. I actually wonder if you put them side by side, like what is faster to look at. Now I'm curious. I might do that at some point.
I can't place my finger on it, but I've known him for quite a long time. It feels like something's changed. Maybe he's just maturing.
Are you sad?
Why would I be sad? I'm glad to see he's finally growing up. You're reading too much into it.
Aren't you as well?
When I look at Akihiko, I can't help but reflect upon my
Be
own.
gone, but I wish you a great day. To you as well, Sasha. I hope all's good, and I hope you can get some good rest.
It's the most peculiar feeling.
Maybe you're in love.
In love? No, it's not that. Is that how it looks to you? I didn't realize. He's just a friend. Or should I say, teammate? It's a bit hard to describe. In any case, that is the extent of our relationship.
Hell yeah, I'm getting in that.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Just a reminder, I'm speaking from the character's perspective, not mine, because all of these characters are underage. It's fucking weird and it makes this game really hard to play sometimes. Because there's
Sorry to subject
just,
you to my thoughtless
it's
rambling.
strange. It's really strange. That's why, like, that sequence with Yukari and... Was it at the Love Hotel with the MC and Yukari, and it was supposed to be like the pseudo scene there about desires and stuff? Oh, it was so weird. Ugh. I'm sorry. I getting reminded of that makes me uncomfortable. YouTube creators, your September Creator Monthly newsletter is here. Thanks, YouTube. I'm rooting for you.
I'm not sure what you mean. That takoyaki was absolutely delicious. We should eat here again sometime.
Dude, it's just down the street. Yeah, sure. Also, if I remember correctly, the pricing of takoyaki would be cheap as fuck to eat there from time to time as well. Could probably get it like every 1 or 2 weeks and it not actually break the budget. Though, okay, can I say something? And this is something that I've like thought about more and more looking back at my time in Japan. Food there is exceptionally cheap, right? Like really, really cheap in comparison to especially like here in New Zealand. However, the amount of food you need to eat to like actually fill up in Japan makes you feel like a fat ass. Because they, like the way they treat you, there's... And it's out of concern, right? Like, it's out of genuine concern. But, like, you can order a large, and you're like, cool, this is, like, a medium to me. And they're, like, looking at you going, are you going to be able to finish that? Are you okay? And it's like, what do you mean? I'm going to fucking eat this, and I'll want a dessert.
Sorry.
Dude, I'm a big person. What do you mean? So yeah, it's always a weird one to me. You won't brush. Do we think the monk wants to hang out again? Something needs to be done at the ball. And a lot of apathy syndrome. Let's go.
What?
Spend some time with the monk.
Hey, I remember you. I thought I told you not to come back here. Huh. Damn kids. Well, I don't care, as long as you don't get on my nerves. Have a seat.
I already have.
What you doing here today, kid?
Came to see you, old man.
Quit joking around, kid. That's a good one. Watch your mouth, kid. I am your elder, after all.
Come on. Jump up if you want, Cap. There you go.
You were my son, give you a swift kick in the ass. You don't have to revere me, but at least show some proper respect.
Show respect.
Not too bright, are you, kid? It's just one of those things you gotta learn on your own. You're gonna address me, call me by my Buddhist name, Mutatsu.
Mutatsu.
And that's Mutatsu-san to you.
My bad, dude. Mutatsu-san.
The world's not a forgiving place, kid. You gotta show other people respect.
I actually agree with his sentiment there.
Well, I don't really care what happens to somebody else's kid, but go home already, will you? And this time don't come back again.
So do we think his like kid's dead maybe? Caused too much problems and died from some shit. Or the kid causes problems because the mother died and he's the dad's struggling as well. That's why he's maybe becoming one of those sort of two ideas, I think. Where has he gone? I mean, yeah, I'm gonna meet up with Mitsuru. What the fuck do you mean? Mitsuru all the way. Okay.
You know, there's not much time left for us to spend like this. In just a short while, we'll be looking back on these days with nostalgia.
Well. Did something happen?
No, I'm probably just tired. It's nothing you need to worry about. Since my father passed away, I've been faced with a number of complicated issues.
Can
My
see that.
inheritance, the future of the Kirijo group, and the expectations of everyone involved with both. It's possible I won't be going to college or starting a career. I may need to walk a different path. Say, what does marriage mean to you?
Oh, I don't really like any of these options. I know, I just said that. Okay. To me, marriage is about a way of doing a few different things. One is making a formal way of expressing one's feelings for the other, be that love or passion or whatever. Cool. Or it could be a useful tool, a necessary evil that two people that may be just friends will do for certain benefits. I mean, there's some countries where there is tax benefits to marriage. There is some countries where you marry someone to be able to live in that country and make it easier to get in. There's all sorts, and I'm not going to say that those are wrong options. It's perfectly legitimate and within the law. I don't like when it's done a bit more scummily, but This is why I don't like the idea of saying it's all for love, because it's not all for love. And then it's, I kind of agree more with social agreement, and it's not, it shouldn't be about compromise, because it's, the point of it is that it's you two coming into a contract, an agreement of something, potentially beyond what was already there. The problem is that most of the time there is a misunderstanding of what that means for the two individuals. Sometimes it can be a way of expressing something, right? Like in my personal case, I have actually, in my life, I've proposed to someone. That was my ex that I proposed to, and I did it out of compassion and a way of showing or expressing how I felt about the individual, right? Like showing you, I care about you and you matter to me. That is what it was. I wouldn't call it love, though. It's kind of confusing on that. So I'm going to say social agreement.
That's true. Marriage is a union in a social context as well. That's what differentiates it from simply dating.
But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, that statement there is actually a point to be made, is, technically speaking, is there really a difference between if you've been dating for 7 years or you've been married for 5 and you dated for 2 years? Is there a difference between those couples? Other than, like, an officiation thing. Well, in my country, even they don't care about that officiation, they would still consider you de facto partners.
Yes. I shouldn't have needed to ask you about that.
Yeah, that was probably the wrong one.
Marriage was arranged for strategic reasons. But as time passed, they slowly grew to honestly love each other.
Which is something that a lot of people misunderstand with arranged marriages. Happens a lot.
I don't think they were unhappy with their lives. Love can take many different forms. Am I wrong about this?
I mean, no, you're not wrong about that at all. Love can take many forms. And that's why it's difficult to say something is about love, because can you really define what the thing is love? Do you have a boyfriend? Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say that's a tough one, because it just genuinely is.
If I could speak with my father one last time, I would ask him directly.
It's an interesting lot of questions, though, there. Very important ones, I feel. Good questions to ask when you're this young.
We ended up staying until closing time. Talking in the library. I'm not setting a very good example as student council president.
I mean, it should never be wrong to talk at a library, just don't be loud and a dick.
We should go.
Dude, the public library where I was born, me, it was loud. It's just so loud. I never liked being there outside of, like, finding the books and then leaving. You're right.
Right.
Ooh. Crops. Now I'm really, like, sitting there and questioning a lot of things about that sort of stuff, right? I mean, like, I've thought about it a lot this year. Like, a lot. Because of everything that happened to me last year. Right, it's kind of hard to have someone that you propose to and then have them... have a relationship with them end so poorly, right? So it's been a huge deal of like figuring out what happened, what went wrong, what were my feelings on the matter, what did I do wrong, what did I do right, what could I change about it in the future, and just kind of coming to understand everything about the situation that I can best do. So yeah, no, it's an interesting one.
I thought your face looked familiar. You here again, kid? Even Buddha's not that forgiving. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna hand you over to the bouncer and... Well, there's no Buddha in this world, so... Stop looking at me like that and sit down, kid. So tell me, is it that fun hanging out with an old monk whose own wife and kid left him?
There we go, that's where we're going with it. I went to death because the game's theme's been deaf, but you know.
Don't you got any friends?
I can't say I don't.
What the hell's that supposed to mean? Either you do or you don't. Don't get smart with me, kid.
I'm always going to be a smart ass.
What would you call a friend anyway? And where do you draw the line between friend and acquaintance?
It's difficult.
Let's define a friend as someone you hold dear.
Okay.
The way I see it, no one in this world ever really cares for others. People always want something out of a relationship. They only really love themselves.
I'm not going to say that's wholly true, but there's definitely an element of truth to it.
You don't call someone who doesn't like you your friend, do you? No. Because you know you won't get nothing from them. Which means in this world, there's no one you can truly hold dear. At the end of the lonely road of love, kid, you're the only one left standing there. What? You see those gals over there? One's on the dance floor. You can bring one of them over here. I'll be your friend in return, huh? What do you think? I know you can do it.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna say this and it's gonna sound like an asshole maybe thing to say, but like, he's not wrong that when you have friends, you want something out of that friendship. That can just be companionship, that can just be someone to talk to, stuff like that, but like, there needs to be something you get out of a situation for you to often feel actually satisfied with it. Otherwise it could end up quite toxic and problematic. The problem is that you can't let the other person dictate what that is that you want out of that relationship. Because the moment you do that, then it's a problem. You have to be the one to make those decisions. You have to consciously be doing that. The moment you kind of give that up, it's something that like even the other person might not be intentionally doing, but they're going to use and abuse that aspect. Because they're going to use what they want out of the situation. And they're going to think you're getting out of it what you wanted. And then the only one that actually knows that is you. So, you know.
Go home for now, kid. Besides, I know you're gonna come again anyway. Even if I tell you not to.
Yeah, of course. Dude, the home shopping channel. Let's go. Haven't heard this in a while.
It's amazing. I'm going to do good.
I don't care. I'm buying it anyway.
Not bad, kid. Thanks, kid. Bye-bye.
You want to hang out? I think you're the only person to hang out with on the weekend anyway. Alright? So we'll hang out with him in a second. I just want to go check on Lizzie.
Marvelous. I'm looking. Here are my requests. Oh, yes. By all means. By all means.
Okay. Ah, so I've now hit the cap of what I can do at the moment. Cool. Alright. I'm gonna be back in just a second. I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, returned. Okay. So we wanted to hang out with you. Right. Hello. So what are we? Rank 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kept you waiting.
You okay?
Yeah. Sorry, I guess I need to train more.
Okay.
Whew. Let's go in. I'm super thirsty.
What is this training that he just did? Good Lord.
Oh, that was
went in,
great.
went out.
I always say food tastes better with a buddy. I used to come here all the time with my teammates, but
I'll come back here with you.
you're the only one who says that anymore. Anyway, they wouldn't come now even if I invited them. I don't really get along with people who don't take the sport seriously. Even started training at different times. Nothing's organized anymore. I used to love it there, you know. I spent all my time on the track, practicing and training. We all loved track and had so much fun together.
But then...
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Oh, we're really gonna do this shit? Okay. Well, I mean, I guess it is only rank 4. It's not too surprising at this stage,
To
right?
reach heights they never will.
very passionate about a sport. Rank 5, nice.
Sorry, that was a weird conversation. I think I'll do lunges the whole way home. You keep at it too. No slowing down.
Hey, Kihiko, I'm sure you're doing really well, aren't you? Oh god, it was really jarring not having any audio for that for a moment there. What would he say? Probably wouldn't say anything. He'd probably grunt. That's my guess. He'd grunt. What is the little marker for here? You. Santa? I'll do it. Wait, so you wouldn't be able to do this if you just left everyone to die in Tartarus? That's kind of funny. Okay, that's interesting. I was not expecting that. Like, I really wasn't expecting a little kind of almost lockout for that.
Here are my requests. Let's hear the results.
I was not ready. I was ready for the hat, I wasn't ready for the beard.
Marvelous. Is that true?
Incense ball. Okay.
Very well then.
I mean, what does that give? I'm now curious. There's Vitality Sash, that's kind of eh. This. Insta-heal. Insta-heal is the, like, one turn status recovery? Eh. Oh, I mean, I might as well. I'm gonna start potentially hitting the social brick walls soon, though, of the ones that I haven't been, like, really intensely making sure I get the right answers with.
Morning.
Oh, hi, Yukari. That sounded like a really enthusiastic morning. Well, it's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta do your best at school. Come on. Chop chop. Don't worry, you're only gonna die in like
That's why.
half a month or so. Well, no, it's less than that. It's a lot more of the time than that. You got like 20 something days. Fine. You got like 3 weeks. You'll be fine. Exams start next Monday. Oh god, the world is really coming to an end. Allotrophy. The property is more forms that are chemically identical yet physically discrete. Does that make sense? Well, more common than you might expect. Oxygen, for example.
Then,
What's the name of the stratospheric layer of the molecules comprised of 3 oxygen atoms? Ozone, isn't it? Troposphere, ionosphere, it's ozone.
correct.
I remember my stupid, like, weird science info. I was really interested in this stuff. It's also a big deal here in New Zealand because we have one of the larger ozone layer holes in the world. Because we're really bad at producing stuff that damages it, but also just because of natural, it's a natural drop-off point for a lot of the stuff kind of like getting swirled around in the atmosphere. Harmful ultraviolet radiation, right? It's less and less protecting us. It's actually improving now. That's the thing. A lot of people won't talk about it, but it's actually like slightly getting better now because we've finally actually caught some shit out on the ozone layer stuff, not on general climate issues though. But like it's a big deal here in New Zealand because like it does cause a lot of more skin cancer rates. So, yeah. Gotta be more environmentally friendly. I mean, to an extent. Pay attention to your footprint. Don't be a dick. That's basically the main 2 things you need to take away from it. Wow, no one's really wanting my attention right now. The curious will hang out with me. That's what's important. God, these 2. Alright. Yeah, so this is what I mean though, is like I'm going to start getting to these points with some of the social links because I'm not also using the computer anymore. I'm not sad though. Why would I be sad? The world is coming to an end. That is everything that's sad. Like, that's the end of it. God. I don't make a big deal out of it or anything. That looks like there's no monk to talk to. Which means that we can probably use our thing. There indeed is no monk. Nice. So it's either Kirijo. Do the athlete, could do the monk. I'm gonna do Kirijo because I want to just make sure there's not an issue. I want to have as less problems with the relationship I care about. Alright.
Oh.
God, everyone's so bloody depressed. Look, yes, I get it. It's the end of the world. I made up my mind. Oh, of course, Kirijo. I will come to your beck and call.
Hello. Thank you.
Did they go watch a movie?
So simple.
Yeah.
You just purchase a ticket at the window and then walk in to enjoy a film.
God. Theaters haven't been quite like this for a long time.
This may sound silly to you, but I've always wanted to try the whole theater experience.
Fun.
Even though we sat at the end of the aisle, I didn't feel that my view was compromised in the least. It seems a lot of thought goes into the design and construction of a movie theater.
Actually, there is nowadays, yeah. Said the rich girl. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It's thanks to you. I've never felt comfortable enough to come here alone.
Oh.
I'm sure most people don't consider this to be such a big deal. I imagine someone like Yukari would have no reservations seeing a movie by herself. She's likely more suited to riding a motorcycle than I am as well.
You're not suited?
I don't quite mean to say that. It's just that my time available for riding is limited. Lately, I find myself dreaming about driving to some far-off destination without telling a soul. Fantasizing can be fun in its own way.
God, I want to do that. Oh, let's go for a ride.
Together? Just the two of us?
Yeah.
Can you ride one on your own? Or do you plan to cling on behind me? Whichever it is, you've got your work cut out for you. In any case, you have my thanks. I'm feeling a lot better now.
You're feeling something of a Klingon. God, I hate that joke. You got something of a Klingon. If anyone knows what... Okay, so that was a reference from Stargate Atlantis. Bet most people don't know that show anymore. And understand why that joke was funny. It was to do with the actors. That was the reason. That was funny.
You know, I have to wonder. When my parents
God, I
went
kind of want to
through
rewatch
times, maybe they had
Stargate.
moments like this too.
Probably Stargate Atlantis if I was to rewatch something though, because Stargate SG-1 is dated painfully now. And I've rewatched the Stargate SG-1 an uncountable amount of times.
Sorry, I know this isn't the proper place to stand around chatting. But if it's all right with you, why don't we stay here a bit longer before heading back?
And plus, then I'd eventually might have to watch the part where Thing Black and I can't remember. They worked together on Farscape. Those two. Is it Ben Browner or Browning? Something like that. I can't remember his name. They're amazing actors, but it's really difficult when you're following Richard Dean Anderson. Because, like, you have to kind of fill that slot, and the dynamic just goes weird because of it. They were great, though. They were great. It's just, again, it's the difficulty of still being the same series. I feel like it would have been better if they'd, like, just stopped SG-1 and then started doing it, like, SG-1, 2, or whatever. SG-2? But, yeah, like, just... It stopped being a following on. Because, like, the Ori storyline was really interesting. To an extent. With the super gay and everything like that, and the inter-universal concepts. It's just, yeah, kind of difficult when it's following up from such an awesome story with the gold, where you had like Ra, then you had was it Apophis? Then it was What was his name? It was the gold that was like a fake ascended. Anubis? Was it Anubis? I think it was his name. And then you had Ball, which Ball was fucking awesome. I think he was a Kiwi actor too, from memory. Looks like he might not be available again. Yeah, alright. Let's do another website visit then. No. That wasn't who I thought it was. Rival athlete. That's what I was going for. So just a second. It's just something from Pirate Software. I saw a ping on Discord. Da-da. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was responding to a message. Have you decided?
No.
but I'm not trying to avoid it either. I want to believe that I'll reach an answer. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's not an answer that you can probably come to easily under most situations, right? I know I would probably come up with my answer quickly, but I'd probably stick to it as well. Finals are almost here. Oh boy. Oh god, what do you want? Toho Kami Mitami. Foreign country's magic. But if the magic is questionable, subject is becoming more common, blah blah blah. After all, Himiko of Yama Taikoku was a shaman. Who relied upon a type of shamanism called Kido in ruling her domain. Same is true for Prince Shotoku. It was established as... I'm just like really struggling, like looking in the names, because there's going to be what's going to be asked, right? Practice on Myodo. So it's shaman science. Hinai period, for example, the Bureau of Onryo was established so that Onryoji could expel evil spirits, give spiritual advice and trade practitioners, with the legend of Abe no Saimi. In the Age of Samurai, magicians had their role to play. Studied divination alongside military tactics, they could be considered magicians. So, you're even listening, don't become mesmerized now. Here's a test to see if you're paying attention. Get it wrong, blah blah blah. What sorcery was Himiko said to have used? Kido.
Correct.
And now the government formed during Meiji Reformation stamped it out. Tsuchi Mikado Shinto was, which has been revived, faded away once more. Nice. Tell me you sound so angry and you're so stiff in response to my messages, so I've been trying to work. It's working, I think. Oh my god. Oh, I love it. Oh. Oh, Kirijo, you darling. You darling thing, you. Okay, so what was this message about? Ah, it was about the ferrets. Yes, go watch the ferrets. They're very important to watch. Meet up with Mitsuru, yes. Kirijo-san.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Oh, get back here.
Sorry to drag you along on this personal venture.
Need some help?
Hmm? Oh, no, there's no need. Thank
Sure.
you, though. Looking through the
Yeah.
literature section. made
Here,
me
Queen, let me
realize
hold those. Sorry. Oh god, with my hair looking like that, I look like a creep. Good lord. There we go, that looks a little bit better.
There are so many books about romance, but far fewer on the domestic life that comes after it.
I mean, when you're telling a story, you're trying to tell the interesting stuff. Like, this is something that I fought really hard to understand when I was younger. Is that, like, there's a reason why everything in a story is so ex machina, is because you're wanting to read a story. You're wanting sort of fiction of the story a lot of the time. When yeah, fiction, mind you. So you don't really care about the post stuff. We are seeing in anime in the last few years, we've seen that become more and more popular, though, I will say that, and it's been really cool. There's been some really fun stories made with, like, the post thing. But, no, like, it's definitely been something that's, it is definitely, like, kind of the point, though. It's, yeah, if you're reading a story, you want a story. You don't want just Ted came home from work and then slept on the couch and fell asleep on the couch while watching the game.
I wonder if that means the most exciting time in one's life comes prior to the wedding. Does everyone go into marriage with the expectation of losing something? The truth is, the group is in turmoil over the inheritance issue. And some of the older members are of the opinion that a student like me isn't up to the task. But I'm the daughter of the head of the group. I need to show that I can take the lead, even if I have to make sacrifices to do it.
Do you? That doesn't sound good.
Fiancé has been chosen for me. He's the new president of one of our affiliates, and he's much older than me. But if I agree to the marriage, the future of the company will be secured. He's planning to announce the partnership and our engagement at the same time. Doing so will give the appearance that the company is stable both inside and out. This is the best solution for everyone involved.
Is it really?
This was decided a long time ago. It's just going to take place a bit sooner than originally planned, that's all. This is for the best. My mother and father walked the same path.
If you have to say this is for the best, then it probably isn't. That's why I hate the line, do the right thing. You know what to do. It's like, well, no, you're telling me what to do. And I might not agree with that. But you're leaving me little room to wiggle with that kind of statement, because it makes me wrong. Makes me feel like I'm doing the wrong thing if I didn't do that. Good old emotional manipulation at its finest.
So, I won't run from my fate.
Are you sure about this?
Of course I am. Think about it. What would I do if I broke off the engagement? Leave everything behind and go on a journey of self-discovery? Why would you ask me that? You're making me doubt myself. Say, recently I've been feeling a little hesitant about meeting up with you like this.
Oh.
I already made the decision to carry out my duty, but whenever I talk with you, my resolve begins to falter. Why do I feel this way when I'm with you?
Hey, what?
I think it would be best if we left off here for today. Sorry to do this after inviting you out here, but I need to head home and go over some paperwork on the partnership. Excuse me.
Hey.
God, everyone's still really depressed. I guess it has been a week since we were told the world is ending. Everyone else is scared too. There's a study session. Alright, I am going to probably call it here for today. I think we've gone for like a good, like 3.5 hours. And I'm starting to feel a little bit drowsy. And I kind of want to get some stuff prepped for tomorrow as well. So, I think we'll just get our little save in. There we go. Thank God we're no longer retarders though. The blessing that is. We can do this next time. So... with that being the case then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You're awesome, stay awesome, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye.